showtime.
Fire and water, earth and the sky, mystery surround us, legends never die. Live here for the moment, lost in time. I can hear them call, they're locked within the crystal ball.
Hey everybody, it's the T-Rock100 and welcome back to more of Pokemon Shining Pearl. Last time, we explored a little bit of the battle frontier, I guess, and we made it here to the survival area. I actually legitimately forgot what the name of the place was. Okay. So this time, we're going to be exploring more of the place. Oh, I never healed. But my team has now breached the 70s. I'm actually kind of getting into the mid-70s, and oddly, Cloudy is still the only one that has the highest level, which is something, I guess. Oh, excuse me. So we got really no time to waste. We got a lot of things happening. We got some areas to explore. There's not a whole lot to it for us that we could really explore, but, well, I guess that's not true and all, but coming up here, you took the trouble coming here? Sorry, but there's nothing. It's a sad day for me not to be able to share in your joy. You mean coming here was a huge waste of time, you dumbass? Okay. So, 226. We have 7 new Pokemon for us to find, and all of them are going to be found. Well, I guess a majority of them can be found. Well, yeah, they'll be found in the water. We got no time to waste. Let's get right to them. Starting things off in Brilliant Diamond, Seal and Dugong. A water type and evolving into a water ice type classic. How much really needs to be said about that? Honestly, these are some pretty interesting Pokemon to say the least. The reason why I say interesting is that I kind of see them as really good for what they are, but they're kind of outclassed. There's a whole lot of better water types, there's some better ice types that you could potentially find. Heck, you could even find some that are even better underground at this point. Seals are going to be the lowest level that you'll be finding, but give it some time, you could potentially find some good use out of them. And I believe it should be around this point that are for when you're going to be finding Dugongs. They'll have every access to the moves and that they would normally learn in the past. They're leveling up and through tutoring, so there you go. The only other real big problem that I have with it is that more than half of its abilities are known for really good in weather. Hydration heals status conditions and if it's raining, and Ice Body gradually regains HP while in a hailstorm. And it has a quadruple resist to ice, so I guess it's something to say the least. I don't know. I never really used one myself, but hey, maybe you can actually find some good use out of them in some way. Its counterparts in Shining Pearl, Spheal and Celio. These are ice water types, and apparently they're not like that flipped around, which is something, I guess. Not much really needs to be said about these guys. They're basically Gen 3's knockoffs of Seal and Dugong. Personally, I see these as a little bit better in a few ways, I guess, but I guess Oblivious could be better in some way. Yeah, let's just face it. It's okay for what they are. If you want my personal opinion, Thick Fat is going to be the one you want to go for. I bet there's some soft spots in her for that. And apparently, that didn't trigger the other trainer. Never mind. They're actually very closer to evolving. If you catch a Celio in the wild, level up once, congratulations, you got yourself a Walrein. And they're just more on the bulky side. They have some pretty good amount of HP. And that's pretty much all you ever really need to know about these guys. They're very good for what they are, but I kind of see them as kind of like with Dugong and Seal, outclassed. Ones that are not outclassed in any way. One can be found with the good rod, the other being with a super rod. Horsey and Seadra. Another classic. Well, other classics to say the least, but these actually have some pretty good purpose. Horsey can be found with the good rod, while the Seadra can be found with the super rod. I think by now you may be seeing and why I'm thinking and why I'm saying a lot of good things about this. Big, however, incoming. It won't fully evolve unless you are holding a dragon scale while trading it. If you manage to do that, Kingdra is one of the most balanced out Pokemon that you will ever find. Do I recommend it? I guess you can. I find this one in Pokemon Hit to be very nice, but had it not been here for that little limitation for having to fully evolve into trading while holding an item, it's a little bit annoying to say the least. That's what I'll say for sure. If you really want one, Poison Point is the one to go for. And if you come with a Seal, they should have Swift Swim for the ability. Can't go wrong with that one. Sniper is great. Don't use damp. Trust me, I might have just saved you some satisfaction. And last, it's rarely found with the Super Rod, you will get Relicanth. Don't let that smug face fool you. This thing, I actually now see to be very good. All three of its abilities are very nice. It's good defensively. If you want one, I definitely would recommend either Swift... Actually, no. I recommend either Rockhead or Sturdy for the ability if you plan on going for a single player, or Rockhead for Swift Swim for double battles. The reason why I say it like that is because the moves that it knows naturally complement him well for the abilities that it has. And, well, it's meant to be a really nice hard-hitting Pokemon. What really makes it stand out is the fact that it can learn Head Smash naturally. And then with that Rockhead ability, you can say goodbye to those recoil effects. Because, trust me, if you want one, they're hard to find, but if you manage to find one, you will have probably one of the absolute best in a Pokemon Hit to have that I could possibly would recommend. They are hard to find, but if you manage to catch one, congratulations. Not one of its abilities are bad. I'm surprised those bios actually went by relatively quickly. I actually thought they would last a little while longer, but then again, some of them were pretty straightforward. A couple I had to be a little bit acknowledgeable with. So anyway, my ultimate goal is to head into the east side of the island. I guess that's what it's called. Thank God. And before we get, when we reach our final destination, I'll talk about the Pokemon in the next episode, because unfortunately I don't think I'm gonna have a lot of time to do all that, and that's gonna be a lot of editing. I mean, with are you kidding me? Why is it behaving like that? Give me a second. Okay, there we go. I don't know, my controller hasn't been doing it, doesn't have that much of a problem lately, but it does that every now and then, so not to worry. I am an expert when it comes into technical approaches, so I say we're not good from there. Okay, so there has to be an item that can be found in the spot, and normally I don't like using the item finder, but given, you know, what's going on, I'll buy it. Ah! I thought I had a repel up. Never mind. I thought I did. But then again, no one's perfect. It's just, when has there ever been a perfect human being, am I right? Well, I guess that if you want to have a little bit of some fun, you could at least do something, I guess. And I just used Flare Blitz, didn't I? Ouch. But it's okay, though. Free experience. I'll take it. That I kind of question. Let's see. There's an item right there. Oh. I kind of contradict myself. Oh, maybe I was thinking about that for platinum. If it can be found in some... Never mind, I can't think of anything clever right now. Since when have I ever thought of anything clever? I'm lame. Alright. TM53 Energy Ball, I'll take that. Energy Ball can work in very good ways, depending on the weather. It's nice to have a little bit of an experiment on that. Alright. Let's see here. Is there... Okay, there has to be something up here. There's nothing there? Alright. Well, we got a little house right here. Might as well see for what kind of fun we can find in the house. Hey, konnichiwa, glad to meet you. Guten Tag, I'm the Meister. In this language, my parlance, I will be called a craftsman. Something like that, n'est-ce pas? Compredo? So, I smell you. Ugh! You get away from me. I smell something about you. There is no question. You are a lover of Pokemon, just like me. This is Wonder Bar. This is gonna be like a minute of me. I think I'm never gonna get back. So, here's what I will do. I will power up your Pokédex so you can read the description of Pokemon in other languages. But it won't work for all Pokemon, however. Only the Pokemon in regions that I, the Meister, have visited. Now, may I see your Pokédex? So I changed this setting here, forward this here, and done. Huh? The Pokemon's already been updated? Wonderbar! You've gotten technology ahead of its time, and that's more bueno. Be sure to read lots of Pokédex entries from other countries. I guess if you chose to have a little fun and try speaking other languages instead of reading Pokédex entries, I guess that's one way of doing it. The question is, did they correct it? I'm not gonna question that much on this, and I don't want to be offensive in any way. I'm just trying to prevent something that what even I'm gonna regret in the long run. Okay. Let's see. I believe going up this way takes us to Route 227, but I don't want to go up there yet. Don't worry, we will have our time of going up there in due course. Going to become #1 in Sinnoh's Super Contest shows. Going to win with a Pokemon that you can only find here. Have fun leveling them up, though. Ah! Forgot how dusty this place can be. Route 228. Now is it Josie, Jose? Not just not pushing it. Out here. Let's see. Just like with Route 226, we have 7 new Pokemon for us to talk about. 6, actually. Excuse me. So, let's get right to it and talk about the ones that we all like to call the Revenge Killers, Diglett and Dugtrio. These are some very good Pokemon, and I consider these to be one of the absolute best last resorts to go for. The reason why I say that is because these things are beautiful when it comes into being very fast, and they may lack a lot of the stats from everywhere else, but they make it up for having such great movesets. These are some of the fastest Pokemon that you'll be finding here throughout the game. And if you are still looking for some good choices to go for a post team, I recommend one of these two over the others. If you really want to be technical, or if there's any other legendaries that keep running from you, Arena Trap's the one to go for. Let's see. But if you really want to be more on the competitive side, I recommend Sandvile for double battles and Sandforge in both single and double battles. Honestly, not much really needs to be said about this. I actually like these Pokemon more than most. I even used one myself in a past playthrough, but who knows? Maybe you'll find some good use out of this somewhere else. Oh, what am I kidding? You're gonna find good use out of this everywhere. Next up, Rhydon! This one is unlike some of the other classic rock and ground types because it's a ground rock type! But who cares about that? Another classic, we've seen its pre-evolution down in the Grand Underground. If you're looking for a good Pokemon to go for, this is a good choice to go for. It has a great amount of offense and defense. And, well, it has some really nice abilities to go for. Big thing that I want to point out to you. If you really want to have fun, I recommend you have Rockhead the most. Even though that'll prevent recoil damage, that solid rock ability that it has when it evolves into Rhyperior might actually prove to some good use. Big, however, incoming, that's where all the real positives are going to end. In order to fully evolve it, the item that I just picked up, if you've been paying attention into the top right of the screen, it will require a protector. If you have a Rhydon trade that, well, hold it and trade it, you will be given Rhyperior, and it's a phenomenal Pokemon. It will have some of the best bulk in it that you will find, and has some of the best movesets in that, well, anyone would want. That's the only big negative that I have with it, and I guess the other real negative is that the other two abilities of Lightning Rod and Reckless, I kind of want to say are decent, but why would you want to have a Pokemon that has an electric type move to be used? But then again, it will boost the special attack stats in double battles if you plan on using that, but maybe you can find some good use out of that. And Reckless, well, it's Reckless. Next up is Cacnea and its evolution of Cacturn. It starts off as a grass type, but when it evolves, it will evolve into a part dark type. And both of its abilities are weird. They are meant to be, of course, cacti. Yeah, just cacti. There's no S at the end of that. And with Sandvile, it will do great in the Sandstorm, but what's really nice is that with that ability, if I remember correctly, it will actually have immunity to the Sandstorm that they're in. If you have Water Absorb, well, then you might want to get it out of the sand. No wonder why those things don't like sand. So, bringing this down more into how they are as Pokemon. I consider these to be decent mixed attackers, but unfortunately they're not quite up to snuff when it comes to tanking hits and being as quick as some of the others. And the other problem is, once it evolves, it will gain a quad weak to bug. So if you really want to have some fun, you may want to consider thinking about how you want to do this, because otherwise you might want to just stay away from this Pokemon because they're not going to do well in battle. And finally, Hippowdon, evolution of Hippopotas. If you chose not to get one from earlier, well, here's your chance to get its evolution. This thing is absolutely dope when it comes to being in a sandstorm. With Sandstream, Conjure Wind Up right off the bat. But with Sandforce, Rock, ground, and even steel type moves are going to get a nice boost as well. I think you might be seeing where this is going here. There is, unfortunately, a little bit of a setback that I really do want to talk about. Unlike ordinary hippos and that you see out in the wild, these are a little bit on the slow side. Yeah, normal hippos, I believe, can run as fast as 35 miles per hour. And even though that has base 47, it's kind of exaggerating on that one. They're multi-meant to be really nice offensive Pokemon and can tank some good physical hits. But as much as I really do like these Pokemon, they're only good here for the use of a Sandstorm, and unless you have Rock, Ground, and Steel type Pokemon that could complement him of resisting it, you're not getting much out of it in any way. I like them, but I kind of see them as okay in the long run. And that's it with all the Pokemon that I'm going to talk about in this episode. So, Shed Shell! Ooh! A very nice held item. If I remember correctly, this one will gain some additional HP depending on how much damage that you do to it in another way. Oh. This is Caravan Pass and enables the Horde to switch out of battle without fail. Well, IR totally smart. Heh, not. But, okay. And why can none of my Pokemon learn Toxic? Maybe I should consider getting a Pokemon to be as a bit of a post-member. But the question is, which one should I set off to the side? Wait a minute. Is it just me? Or was there supposed to have been like a wall in here? Could there have been in a different dimension of where False Cannon, of where we could find something like that? I don't know, maybe just me. That's another, this is an alternative route to where you could go to from over there. But if you come up this way, here come our sacred beings. That's what my master taught me. Now I'll prove it to you. Oh, goody. Keegan. Wait. So you're telling me... Well, I guess and then again, Gyarados kind of... maybe resembled that of a dragon? I don't know. If you're trying to think of the Loch Ness Monster, I think you're a species away from it. Alright. Done! Hyper Beam! Oh boy! Fooled ya! I don't know why I exaggerated when I saw the Hyper Beam, but then again, I did see a Hyper Beam during the BIOS from before. And actually, now I'm thinking about it, that's probably the first time I ever really seen a Hyper Beam that was used in this game. I guess I've been taking it in my ways of type advantages don't mean everything. Kind of all over the place. With some bosses, I can understand on that, but... See, look. I beat this thing with 2 fire-type moves, hands freaking down. Yeah, maybe you should get, like an actual dragon species. Then again, that thing can burn down houses, which means it can learn flamethrower naturally. Let's see. Go this way. So this is just an alternative route that you could use to get around the place. Look at this. TM37 Sandstorm. I guess you can always two-step that hit Powdon if it has Sand Force, and you could just conjure up a Sandstorm with that move, and then you'll just be fine as it is. I don't know. Was it here? Oh! It's over here. How did I miss that? Shiny stone! Well, there we go. I'm probably not gonna use it much, but I guess if you want to have a Pokemon that evolves with a shiny stone, there you go. Come back over this way. There was this house. Thank you. That I would like to go inside. Your quest for power has brought you here. Very well. It rewards your passion with some absolute astounding moves. The ultimate moves. Oh! About that! Oh, I guess I have to be fully evolved first, but this man, he will teach us the ultimate move. That's basically the elemental version of Hyper Beam. In this case, it'll be Blast Burn. I might actually use that as a last resort, so I'll go and get rid of Calm Mind for that. If you had Torterra, it would instead be Frenzy Plant, or if you had an Empoleon, it would instead be Hydro Cannon. They hurt! But now I'm thinking about it. Oops. Yeah, that'll work. Yeah, I'll probably be using Blast Burn as a last resort. Alright. I want to be back this way. And apparently this rock was put back together, I guess. Not quite sure how that works. And coming back over here, of course we have a required fight. Alright, what sort of moves have you taught? That tells me how good you are. Oh yeah? Alright, Megan, I'll show you. Delcatty. I remember back when I first played Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald, I accidentally kept calling the thing Delkitty. Yeah, it was a vowel off on that. Alright. Fortunately for me, since we're still in a sandstorm, I believe my HP should be getting a little bit lower. Never mind. Because I would have been like, oh! Say your prayers, because I'm going to show you just how powerful Blast Burn really is! Boom! I guess you could say Infinite really was a cannon and ready to blow. Literally. Okay. There probably was something out there, but I'm not gonna worry about it at the moment. 229! Hey, we've reached our next destination. But we actually came here first. The Rest Resort. Well, that was fun. An idol goes anywhere to sing for their adoring fans. Trainer goes anywhere, as long as it's within their Pokemon. Pokemon appear where there's still lots of nature left. And trainers gather where Pokemon appear. And where trainers gather, that's where Pokemon centers appear. But then again, we all kind of take over them, kind of against their will, but I hear that we're supposedly getting better at this. Let's see here. They tell me there's no shop here. How am I supposed to get ready for the road? You can fly, can you? Well, anyway, how did you even get here in the first place? All I need to be happy is my TV. What more could I want? I learned so much just sitting here. I'm absorbing knowledge. For instance, I learned all about a Pokémon app called the Marking Map. They say that Marking Map can track Pokemon that travel around from place to place. I've never met any traveling Pokemon myself, but I've heard about them. That guy's useless. And I don't know why they need to include a single tree right there, but I believe... Oh, hey, look! We found a nugget! And apparently I just swam over there for practically nothing. And I think the last thing we're going to do for this, spend a lot of time in the pool, will I melt into the water the way Vaporeon can? If you do that, then you're going to be dead. Right over here! I do apologize. This is an exclusive establishment only open to a select few. You might consider it a special stage for the cream of the crop. If you wish to enter, suggest by collecting lots of ribbons. And she kicks you out! So, you remember that gal that was out in Sunny Shore City? You know, the gal that could potentially give us some ribbons? If you're looking for any more ribbons, that's the only place where you can do it. I recommend you do this if you want to get back into the resort. Now, I believe, if my memory serves... Yes. By completing... Yeah. A ribbon awarded him for being the Sinnoh champion and entering the Sinnoh Hall of Fame. You are given to these by default. Alright. Actually, let me check the rest. Oh. You know what, Glalie? Wait. No, Glalie. As much as I like the idea of you walking along with me... Watch it then again, it's probably a good idea if you did, but... Not gonna matter for that. Oh, well! But yeah. I think the last thing we'll do... We'll talk to the gal, get a ribbon, and and then we'll finish up from here. Today is Friday. My meager store of antidotes is about to run out. Is there a story that would help me get my thoughts in order? Oh, I know. I know how there's a Pokemon called Shinx, right? I once encountered a Shinx and it lit up with this totally blinding light. I could practically feel it in my head. Honestly, it wasn't the most unpleasant experience I've had. There are some Shinx I'd like to forget. Ha! I get it. Like some things I'd like to forget. You get it, right? I bet your thoughts are in order now, right? Here, you can give this to your Pokemon. Let's talk again tomorrow. I think you need to have... 10 ribbons, I believe it was? Because the place in question is called the Ribbon Syndicate. I don't know if that's changed, but we'll find out. Now, oh well, I'm probably not going to worry about it that much because I think the only thing that's in there is that if you're looking for a Pokemon that needs maximum happiness, I think that's sort of where you'll want to do it. So, enough about that. We made it hit pretty much almost the entirety of the place. We're not done yet. We got plenty more ground to cover, and a hell of a lot more Pokemon up north. So, we're gonna end things off right here. Next time, we do just that. Explore a little bit more than we can, and maybe see what kind of fun we'll have, alright? See you guys then.